Good morning, everybody. I'm in Marin now, so I'm in a different place than I was before. I'm a little bit north of San Francisco right now. So I just moved yesterday. It's a lot drier and a lot warmer up here, so better for the bones. Okay, one more person coming.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Coral.
Morning, Coral. Morning, Greg. Nice to see you back.
Good morning. So nice to see you.
Yeah, okay. Morning, everybody. Okay, let's just settle into our meditation posture. Oh, wait. Greg, have you done a 9-round breathing with us before? Were you in a class where I did it? You've done it? And you're okay with it? Okay, good. All right, that's what we're doing this morning. All right, everybody, let's just settle into our meditation posture. And morning, Camille. Elizabeth, Eileen, who else is here? Risham, Shayla, Charlene, nice to see you. Louis, okay. And of course, Matt and Mary. Thank you. All right, let's just settle into our meditation posture. So again, if you have your feet down on the ground, make sure they're in a parallel position and that the lower leg and the upper leg are at right angles with each other. And your sacrum, it needs to be upright. And so you can imagine your pelvic bowl is, you can imagine you're holding a bowl of water and that you don't want to spill it out. So sort of like that. So if you're sort of sitting back into your sacrum and your lower back is rounded, you'll notice that the kind of your shoulders start to round as well. So you want this area to be nice and straight. So you can imagine from your coccyx running all the way up through to the crown of your head and out of the top of the crown of your head as a string. And you can imagine this string is made of light pearls. And there's somebody on the crown of your head is very gently lengthening this string of pearls. So just notice the space between your vertebrae. Give your discs some air. Head is slightly tipped forward. The eyes are down, looking at a spot in front of you about 2 inches ahead, whether your eyes are open or closed. So the very advanced practitioners, those very advanced yogis, will sometimes have their eyes slightly open, so they sort of keeps you alert. But I think at our level, it's just easier if we have our eyes closed, but we just have to remind ourselves not to just to fall back to sleep. So we want our head slightly tipped forward, not too far down, otherwise you'll just, again, your mind will become dull, and not too far, not the chin sticking upwards, because then you create sort of some tension in the back of the neck, and it creates agitation in the mind. So let's just go to the top of the scalp and relax the scalp, the forehead, the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, the mouth, and the jaw again. Relax your ears and go back to the back of the head and with the scalp at the back of the head and just relax that. And then your neck, your shoulders, and the throat area, chest, belly, and relax your arms, hands, fingers, legs, the feet and the toes. And let's just bring the mind to the breath. Just breathing in and breathing out. And just notice the sensation of this slightly cooler air as you're breathing in. Sensation on the outside of the nostrils. And then slightly warmer air as you're breathing out. And we just think we're here this morning. We're just doing a motivation so that what's our intention? What am I here for? So we're here to work on our minds, see what's going on inside our minds, learning to concentrate. Perhaps try to subdue some of our delusions, some of the negative thoughts that arise, and encourage some of the more virtuous thoughts, some more positive thoughts. And we're doing all this, learning to concentrate, focusing on the positive, so we can be a benefit to others, and also for our own eventual enlightenment. So just bring the mind to the breath for a moment. One thing that you can do, it sort of helps if the mind is becoming dull. Just very, very subtly, very slightly raise the corners of your mouth as if you're about to break into a smile. And you'll notice when you do that, this is something you can do if your mind starts to feel dull. You'll notice when you do that, your eyes start to brighten. She kind of lifts the mind as well. If your mind is feeling dull, or you're feeling a little bit down or something, you can just do this. And it helps very slightly. So just bring the mind back to the breath. So you'll notice your thoughts are coming and going, rising and falling. So try not to follow the thoughts or make a story out of the thoughts. We have opinions about so many things, so maybe try not to have opinions about the thoughts or just opinions in general. And the thing here is we can't actually stop the thoughts. So don't stop the thoughts. Try not to stop the thoughts. Just allow the thoughts to be there, coming and going. And if there's any sounds in your environment, try not to allow the mind to run off to investigate. Just allow those sounds to be there. And if anyone is making breakfast in your home or environment, maybe you can smell coffee or toast, or someone's cooking something. And try to keep the mind on the breath. So any external sensations, we often have the mind running off to see what's going on. And just allow the mind to rest on the breath. So now begin on round breathing. So, and just to remind everyone, so take the right index finger blocking the left nostril, breathing in through the right. Remember breathing in this blissful, radiant white light, pausing at the top of the breath. And then as you breathe out through the left, breathe out all your attachment energy, sort of all the unhealthy and desire energy, the neediness, grasping, wanting, not feeling enough, not having enough. Just breathing it out as this thick black yucky smoke that disappears into space, doesn't harm or pollute. So we do this 3 times. Now bring the left index finger back of the front of the left index finger blocks the right nostril. Breathe in through the left, blissful, radiant white light. Pause at the top of the breath, and then breathing out through the right nostril, all your anger energy. So this energy that wishes to harm others, that wishes to get back at somebody for something they've done to you. That energy that has hate in there, bitterness, and disappointment, depression. So just breathe all that energy out. Jealousy. And let it go, disappear into space. Try not to hang on to it, it's poison. Breathing in through the left. Pause at the top of the breath and breathing out all the anger. Breathing in and breathing out. Now, excuse me, both hands in the meditation mudra. And breathing in blissful, radiant white light. Pause at the top of the breath and just breathing out all this energy of ignorance, not understanding, and not knowing. And for those of you who've studied with Geshe-la or other teachings, the teachings on emptiness, you can imagine you're just breathing out the lack of understanding of the way things really exist, the way things really are, a lack of understanding of what they call in Buddhism reality. And also, if you have no experience of these teachings, haven't heard them before, we have ignorance of not knowing certain things. So we just breathe this, just breathe out as thick black yucky smoke. Do that 3 times. Now we do this whole process 2 more times. So breathing out of the left nostril, attachment energy, breathing out of the right nostril, anger energy, and both nostrils, ignorance. Okay, so we'll do this in our own time. So if you're finished the 9 round, you can just go back to focusing on the breath while we wait for everyone to finish. So just breathing in and breathing out. And just notice, just feel. Are you feeling a little bit more settled than before when you first started? Do you have a sense of being a little bit more grounded and focused? And if not, that's okay too. So for the next 2 minutes, try and really focus on the breath. Allow the thoughts to come and go. Excuse me. So now just imagine above the crown of your head, about 2 inches above the crown of your head, a sphere or a ball of light. And this light is white. Actually, I heard in a teaching the other day, this kind of light is actually, it's sort of a rainbow colored in the aspect of white. So it's translucent, brilliant, non-material, almost like a hologram. And if you don't imagine this light, if you can't see it sharply, it's nothing. Don't worry. It's just imagine. It's enough to know that it's just there, this sort of a presence. And you can think that the sphere of light represents all the universal goodness, wisdom, love, compassion, kindness. And your own highest potential. And imagine it decreases in size till it's about 1 inch in diameter, and it descends, sort of just melts through the crown of your head down into your body. It gets to your heart. Imagine now it starts to expand. Slowly, slowly, slowly spreading through your entire body. And as it does, all the solid parts of your body start to dissolve and become light. So you imagine your organs, your lungs, your liver, your belly, stomach, the blood vessels, tiny cells, the muscles, the ligaments and tendons, the bones, your skin and your hair all become light. So just for 1 minute, try and focus on the body as this light. And if an object of distraction arises, a thought, even a sensation, maybe some pain, just try and experiment dissolving it into light. So you think that all your negativities, and just imagine all your negativities, your hindrances, are all gone. You've reached a state of wholeness and perfection. So now just try and feel your body in the room. Just notice the weight of your sit bones on the cushion or the chair, or the weight of your hands resting on your thighs or resting in each other. Try and feel your body in space. As we think about the day ahead, so if you have a difficult day ahead, if you have some difficult meetings, if you're having some difficult conversations today, try and bring a centered mind to those conversations, a grounded mind. Give your mind space around those conversations. And we do this so we don't react. Take a pause before we speak so we don't harm others and set things in motion that we can't reel back in. So we dedicate all the positive energy we've created this morning. And we think of people we know who are maybe sick or suffering. Any animals or pets. Anybody we know who's just recently passed away. Any pets we have who've just recently passed. And people that we know who've maybe passed some time ago. Just send all this positive energy to them wherever they are now. And for ourselves, for our own future enlightenment. Okay. Everybody, thank you so very much for your time, your concentration, and your effort. And if you'd like to keep meditating, that's fine. You can just stay where you are. All right. Lots of love, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Katy.
Thank you, Matt and Mary.